Hello, my name is Dennis Kerr. I'm a manufacturer's rep and I've represented Heritage Cutlery for 20 years, and I'm here to give you some idea on the proper technique to sharpen scissors. First of all, before you start sharpening any poultry shears, you need to make sure that they are dry and that they are clean and clear of all fat and dried of any water. Second of all, what you want to do is on our new poultry shear, you want to make sure that the band is removed so that there's no tension on the tool. Now the technique for sharpening this shear is the same for sharpening any shear in the Heritage poultry line. You want to sharpen it. The first thing you want to make sure to do is the angle on all of our poultry shears is set to 35 degrees, and that is to a 35-degree angle, which is shown here. Now, there are two phases to sharpening a tool. What you want to do is place the shear in the vise. And you want to start on the left side. You want to make sure that you have clearance on the entire shear to move it from the pivot to the point on the sharpening side. So you start, you make sure it's tight into the vise, and you start at the pivot, and you bring it out to the point. When the point gets to the middle of the sharpening tool, you just pull it straight away. There's no need to go back and forth, and there is no need to put a lot of pressure on the tool. Just let the tool let the grinding wheel do its work. You get a few sparks. When it gets to the center, you pull it away. After a couple of passes, you will notice that a burr will develop. You can feel that when you lightly touch it with your thumb. At that point, you have put a new edge on the blade, and what you do is remove that blade, and you reverse it and work on the other blade. Again, the same technique is used. You start at the pivot, go out to the point, and pull it away. Generally, 2 to 3 passes gets this done. At that point, you'll feel a burr on the second blade. Now, this is very important. At this point, you want to remove the shear from the vise or from the sharpening vise, and you want to close the tool, but you want to close it without the blades touching each other. So with my left hand, I pull the bottom blade, and with my thumb, I push the top blade so that they close, but the blades do not touch. At this point, you hold it together with your thumb and forefinger, and you open the tool with pressure on it. What this has done is removed the burr. If you do not remove the burr properly, the burr will go down the cutting edge and the tool will be ruined. Now what we want to do is put the final edge on the shear, and we put it back into the vise. And on this one, if you'll notice on the second side, it says right hone. On this one, we will be grinding, or we will be honing on the right-hand wheel. Very much the same as on the sharpening side. You press it into the hone. You add a little bit more pressure on this side than you do on the sharpening side. You release it, close the blade, put in the other blade, and again, from the pivot to the point, pivot to the point, release it from the vise, close the tool, and you have a sharp poultry shear. This has been the technique for resharpening Heritage poultry shears. It is the same technique that's used with other manufacturers. However, we suggest that you contact manufacturers before resharpening their tools in order to get the correct angles for resharpening.
For more information, please visit our website at bunzlpd.com or give us a call at 1-800-456-5624.